Norma Hollis joins us here on the big broadcast today. Let's talk a little bit about cash in on your authentic voice. Each person has an authentic voice. Let's talk about it.
Everybody is born with a seed within them. That's the seed of their authenticity, of the person that they were born to be. And that's what makes you your expert. Everyone has an expertise in something. And when you find that expertise, you can cash in on it by finding one of the many ways that you can share that with the world. Everybody has certain knowledge. We're in the information age now. It's all about sharing what you have with other people so they can learn from it. That's cashing in on your authentic voice.
Norma Hollis with us today here on the broadcast. Let's talk about how to cash in on your authentic voice.
Well, it has to do with deciding what's the best, most authentic place for you to cash in. First of all, you have to know what your expertise is. You know, what is it that you have great passion about, that you have had a great experience about, that you have done for years so that you do it very, very well, probably better than anybody else. And then how can that be positioned in such a way that shows you as an expert? Maybe you can be a coach. Maybe you can go speak about it. Maybe you can work with children about it. Maybe you can facilitate some training programs. There's a lot of different ways. It's a matter of looking at who you are, what kind of energy you have, what your expertise is, and finding the most authentic way to position that. That's cashing in.
Norma Hollis with us today here on the big broadcast. Cash in on your expertise. Share with me on that.
Expertise is very similar to your authenticity, to your authentic voice. So your expertise is when you've used your voice long enough that you just become an expert. You become the go-to person. You're the person anybody wants to talk to when it's time to know about whatever it is that you do. So it's also about marketing yourself and having people know that you're around and what it is that you do that's unlike anybody else and why people should connect with you.
Norma Hollis with us today. NormaHollis.com is the official website. Norma, dig into a little bit there on the last topic there.
Well, about expertise, so let me talk a little bit about how authenticity connects with your expertise and your authentic voice. Okay. Because it's all about, I studied being authentic for over 30 years and what it really means to be true to yourself. And there's three basic parts to that. You know, part number one is your inner voice. Everybody has an inner voice that guides them and leads them every day. And it talks to us all the time. Sometimes we don't even realize it is talking. And sometimes we've tuned it out so long that we don't even know how to hear it. But being authentic and connecting with your expertise and your authentic voice first means listening to the voice that's speaking within. The second thing that it means is how you present yourself to the world. So when you walk into a room, people make an immediate assumption of who you are based on the voice that they read on you when they first see you. And that's a voice also. You have to be able to manage that. And the third voice is your expressive voice, how you express yourself to the world, what you say to the world, who you have become, how you have aligned your inner voice and your outer voice to express yourself in such a way that you can cash in on it. So that's what we mean when we talk about authentic voice. It's those three voices coming together.
Norma Hollis with us today here on the program. Norma, talk to me a little bit about what you do.
What I do is help people to find, first of all, where their expertise is. So sometimes people think it's one thing, but as we talk and find that it's something broader than that. So helping you have a real good, clear idea of where you can create extra income in terms of looking at who you are and identifying your expertise. Then I help you look at how to do that, how to take your expertise and where you can craft it, what industry you may want to go into, how you might want to position that as a speaker or a coach, how you may want to facilitate different training organizations or training opportunities. What do you bring to the table, and how can we package it in such a way that it's marketable? And then the third thing, I help you to express yourself and express that voice. So once we have found what your message is and your expertise and we found the way to package it, now let's talk about how to get it out there in the world, how to let people know what it is that you do and how you do it so that you can actually get paid, because there's a great deal of money in sharing your expertise.
Norma Hollis with us today here on the broadcast. Norma Hollis is available online. NormaHollis.com is the website. Let's talk about the other thing here, your ultimate joy prescription. Fill us in on this.
Well, everybody looks for joy in their life. You know, everybody wants to be happy, however you define happiness, however you define joy. And one of the things that we found is that self-knowledge is the critical key to finding more joy. self-knowledge meaning knowing yourself better, knowing your authentic you, knowing the seed that lives within you, being true to yourself, being honest with yourself. All of these things, as you dig deeper into your inner voice, your outer voice, and your expressive voice, all of those things lead you to joy. Now, within those three voices, there's something in there that you're most vulnerable. So we help you to identify where your vulnerabilities lie, and then how to strengthen those vulnerabilities, and that then leads you to definite, clear joy with clarity and courage.
Norma Hollis with us today here on the program. Norma, if we want to get in touch with you, it's just normahollis.com, correct?
Yes, normahollis.com, and I also invite your audience to take my authenticity test and see how authentic you're living your life. You can get that at BeRealTest.com. It's complimentary, no charge whatsoever. You get the answers, and you also get a chance to get a one-on-one coaching session with someone who will give you more information. That's BeReal.com.
Norma Hollis with us today. NormaHollis.com is the website. Children's spirituality. Break that down for me.
Oh, that's one of my favorite topics, and that's helping parents of young children understand their children's gifts and talents while their children are very, very young. You know, when children come to the planet, they come just totally uninhibited whatsoever. They just are being the spirit that they were born on the planet to be. And it's not until we get to kindergarten and first grade that we start getting so structured and institutionalized and bureaucratized, and we forget sometimes who we are and who we were as young children. So what I do in my first career was in early childhood is I help parents to decipher their young children's natural gifts and talents. There's basically 8 areas where gifts and talents lie. And I help parents to examine those 8 areas and find their child's natural gifts and talents, and then help them to develop children in that. So many of us as adults, we choose jobs based on where we think the money is and not based on where our own gifts and talents and our desires and our true passions lie. And my premise is that if you help children identify their passions, their gifts and talents early, and then help them to be raised towards those gifts and talents, then no matter what the world has to offer when the children get to be old enough, they know who they are, and they can find the kind of career path that's going to give them not only financial security, but also personal satisfaction. And I think that's what brings joy to all of us, financial security and personal satisfaction. And it starts with our children.
Norma Hollis with us today. NormaHollis.com is the official website. I want to thank Norma for being on with us today, and looking forward to chatting with you in the next couple months or so. You've got a great system over there, and I appreciate you being on.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Norma Hollis with us. We're going to take a quick time out here. When we come back, we will have more here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Show.